That forecast is going. Thanks, Dakota. 6:45 on your Tuesday. We have more of Erie News Now's ongoing coverage of the debate over cell phones in school this morning. We have seen a growing number of states ban those digital devices altogether. So we wanted to know how things are going for one local spot where they actually put in a new, pretty strict cell phone ban at the start of this school year. We're talking about my alma mater. That's the Mill Creek School District's McDowell High School. So in the first of a two-part report this morning, we're going to see what led them to put that ban in place.
We talked about this as not necessarily a cell phone ban, but as a key to focus kids in on education, to be locked in the classroom.
For McDowell High School leaders Sandy Means and Scott Quivy, preparing students for this year's ban was an important first step.
So students came in prepared. They knew about it. They knew why. They knew our guidelines, and we hit the ground running.
McDowell High's total cell phone ban came after a lot of debate and a split school board vote on what can often be a divisive issue. But these school leaders say those phones' impact on the learning process was just undeniable.
We work with our student assistant program and our SAP counselor, our guidance counselors, and a lot of it was coming back to cell phones and social media and what they're upset about and the drama that it's bringing on.
Means and Quivy say the district's past attempts to educate students about proper cell phone use and finding that FOMO balance just weren't working.
We still found that that was leading to a lot of stress for students, whether that's conflict with peers, whether that's getting caught up in social media events outside of the school, that was taking a huge toll on their mental well-being and their ability to focus and be ready to take part in class.
The academic focus was really becoming secondary for many of our students. They were on their phones constantly, in the hallways, with earbuds, in classes. Their phone was buzzing in their pocket. And anytime that happens, they want to look to see a notification. And really social, emotional, and mental health, we saw it taking a toll.
And it needed more than student support. They say they needed parents to be on board.
We had to be open and receptive to taking that communication from parents and listening to their feedback and concerns that came up and working with specific situations as they arise. But overall, parents have been very supportive.
So we're now coming up on the end of year one with that total cell phone ban out of McDowell High School, and both of the principals that I got a chance to talk to admit it hasn't been perfect, so we're going to dig in more to the initial reaction from families, and we'll take a close-up look at how that cell phone ban has impacted the learning process out of McDowell. It's also impacted students' behavior, so I'm going to break down that part of the story for you next Tuesday morning right here on Erie News Now Sunrise.